This is Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law with Debbie London Baker.
You have been a life coach for a long time. How much of that has helped you in your practice now?
Oh, it helps a lot. It helps a lot because part of what people like or don't like, or at least admire about me, I think, is that I'm always very direct. I had a friend call me last week whose father is struggling with some stuff, and she said, I can trust you to tell him the truth. You're not going to sugarcoat it. You're not going to skate over it. You're not going to avoid it. You're going to ask him pointed questions, and he may not answer them or want to answer them, but I can trust that you're not going to be sugar and spice, so to speak. I think people have always appreciated that I will say what I'm thinking. The coaching gave me a lot of practice in tact, for want of a better word. Not being what do they call people from the Northeast, brutally honest, or at least New Yorkers, brutally honest, but honest.
Yes.
I think I'm lots of people who think I'm brutally honest, but
But it's in a good
a
way.
lot because and I also have been very blessed since as long as I can remember to have really great intuition and substantial compassion. But my intuition surprises me at times because I'll be talking to a person and I'll say something that I'm just thinking I'm making up, and they'll say, this happened in coaching, it's happened in my planning. Like, how did you know? Well, I didn't know. I mean, it's not like I had a script that said, Steve's experiencing this. We've talked about our animals, Steve, and my cat has made appearances, and you've talked about how you become a cat person.
Yes.
It would be saying to you, even in a casual conversation, something about cats that indicated I had a friend whose cat had just died, and you said, you're not going to believe this, but 2:00 this morning, Sophia and I were rushing, her to the hospital, and the vet couldn't do anything. And so I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I wasn't talking about you. So, yes, more direct answer to your question is the coaching has been hugely helpful in my practice. And it helps that even though I say I'm 39 and have been for a lot of years, I've been 39 for a lot of years. And, Frank Sinatra had an old song that love is wasted on the young. Well, you don't get wisdom by not having experiences. And if you're willing to look at what those experiences taught you, you really have a lot to offer people. All of us do, not me, but there's a lot to offer people. Not that their experiences will be mine. No estate planning client's going to come in with my experiences. Okay. But my experiences for myself and for others will inform me about what is so hard about making this decision. I have a client now who's been searching for a couple to be permanent guardian for their children should both of the parents pass before he becomes 18 at least. And the woman said, I had no idea it would be this hard. Well, yeah, think about it. You got to find people your child knows. You got to find people who you're pretty sure will raise them the way you would. Not exactly, but substantially. You got to find people who will honor your wishes. So, if your idea is that they don't get a car when they're 16 unless they're contributing to its upkeep, and they raised a family where they just gave a kid a car when they were 16, even though it was a clunker, it's like, well, this is what mom and dad wanted. This is what they would have done, and we're going to do this. Or you're going to go to college before you get this money. Well, your kids, I know my kids didn't go to college, but this is what your mom and dad wanted. So find a trade school, find the military, find something. We're honoring what your mom and dad would have wanted you to have, and we made that promise. And I can help people walk through those decisions.
This has been Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law. Learn more at londonbakerlaw.com. Thanks for listening.